the Maui Daily Report, Week in Review.
I'm Patty Lee, and these are some of the stories that you may find interesting today. The first full council reading of the bill known as Bill 9 to phase out transient vacation rentals in apartment districts will be scheduled most likely in December after the council seat left vacant by the passing of Tasha Kama is filled. Council Chair Alice Lee asked for the public's patience until a new council member is appointed and able to adjust to the role. This morning, 2 council members expressed concern that Chair Lee had seemingly unilaterally decided to delay the scheduled vote on Bill 9. This morning's special meeting was on the process to select Kama's replacement. The full council agreed that council members may submit nominations, and any qualified Kahului resident may also nominate themselves by contacting the county clerk. The council will hear public testimony on Thursday the 20th and has to decide by midnight Tuesday the 25th, or the choice goes to the mayor. Historic low flows in East Maui streams have water officials concerned about extremely dry conditions, causing them to consider revising in-stream flow standards as an emergency measure. Mahipono has been farming without surface water for 2 months and has had to rely on pumping groundwater from central Maui. Upcountry drinking water supply is the lowest it's been in 30 years, prompting one Maui County Department of Water Supply official to call it a scary situation. 68% of the upcountry water supply relies on surface water generated by rain. No rain, no water, and current demand exceeds supply by 16 to 30%. The county is scrambling to find ways to alleviate the scary situation by buying and drilling new wells, upgrading treatment plants, and connecting upcountry to the central Maui pumping system. In West Maui, local agencies, businesses, and volunteers partnered to build a new fire break and road above Lahaina Luna High School as part of recovery efforts from the August 2023 wildfires. The new road is designed to protect Lahaina Luna High School as well as Princess Nahianaena Elementary School, Lahaina Intermediate School, and nearby residential areas. The Maui Police Department's Crisis Intervention Team welcomed 23 new members to its list of trained personnel during a graduation ceremony on Friday. The hands-on training addresses how to interact with individuals potentially suffering from a mental illness or experiencing an emotional crisis. It focuses on de-escalating a situation before reaching a point of violence or self-harm, while ensuring the individuals receive the appropriate response and care they need. Maui attorney and cultural storyteller Lance D. Collins was honored with the Dr. Jose P. Rizal Legacy Award for Peace and Social Justice by the Knights of Rizal at the Filipino Community Center in Waipahu. The award highlights Collins' multifaceted contributions spanning legal advocacy, filmmaking, music production, and publishing, all of which advance principles of justice, community empowerment, and historical memory in Hawaii.
The Maui County Council has set forth a process to fill the seat left vacant when Tasha Kama passed. Council members and individuals interested in the seat can submit names to the county clerk by noon next Monday, November 10th, provided that candidates have lived in Kahului for at least a year and still reside there. Another meeting will be held on Thursday, November 20th, where the council will interview candidates and hear public testimony. If the council does not decide by the November 25th deadline, Mayor Bisson will get to appoint Kama's successor. There is something called the Hawaii Relief Program that will get you money to keep your lights on if you can't pay the electric bill. Just apply to the program at MEO. Hawaiian Electric also offers monthly no-interest installment plans, and people can purchase Ohana Energy gift cards to apply to recipients' electric bill. Better lay off the peaches and cut out the cobbler. There is a recall on California-grown yellow and white peaches from Moonlight Companies, sold between September 16th and October 29th at Costco, Target, Whole Foods, and Times supermarkets. They are being recalled due to possible listeria contamination.
A UPS cargo flight bound for Honolulu's Daniel K. Inouye International Airport crashed shortly after takeoff in Kentucky around 5 p.m. local time on Tuesday. The crash set off multiple fires fueled by thousands of gallons of jet fuel that were on board, killing at least 9 people. Members of the public and the Maui County Council will have until Monday to nominate individuals to fill the seat left vacant by the death of Councilmember Tasha Kama. Not everyone agreed on the process. Council members Rollins, Fernandez, Hodgins, Paulton, Sinensi, and Johnson voted to allow residents to nominate themselves, but Cook, Lee, and Sugimura wanted only council members to nominate because it would make the deadline easier, they said. They lost the vote 5-3. Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz sharply criticized Trump's flip-flop on SNAP food assistance affecting 42 million people, including 160,000 in Hawaii. First, he cut off the funding. Then he said recipients would only get half. Then he said he will simply ignore the court order and people will get nothing. In a scathing rebuke, Schatz said there's enough money for a golden toilet, $40 billion for a right-wing government in Argentina, and a luxury plane for Homeland Security. There's a lot of wealth sloshing around the public and private sector, he said, but they say there is not enough money to feed starving children. There's enough money from somewhere to give DOE Superintendent Keith Hayashi a big raise. Despite accountability issues regarding funding, nutrition programs, air conditioning, paying teachers on time, school bus problems, and so forth. According to Civil Beat, the Board of Education is voting today to increase his salary by 60% to more than $400,000 by 2029. Families in financial crisis right now can apply for up to 4 months of rent or utility assistance through Maui Economic Opportunity on Maui, Lanai, and Molokai. Additional support is available from Hawaii Food Bank, DeBucks, Aloha United Way, Project Vision Hawaii, and HDOE meal programs. You can call 211 for one-on-one help with resources. Native Hawaiian families losing SNAP benefits can also seek help through OHA's Emergency Relief Program. Governor Green wants to make a deal with the Army before the Army takes Hawaii lands by force. Military leases are expiring on Oahu and the Big Island, and the governor wants to renew the leases in exchange for $10 billion worth of investments from the federal government. On the top of his list is cleanup of training grounds littered with ammunition and ordnance, and the eradication of 88,000 toxic cesspools. Interested in being on a board or commission? Maui County boards and commissions need volunteers for more than 30 panels, including the Liquor Control Commission, Maui Planning Commission, Police Commission, Salary Commission, Urban Design Review Board, Fire and Public Safety Commission, and others. The deadline to submit applications for the next term is November 14th, but applications are accepted year-round to fill vacancies.
A suspect is now in custody after allegedly ramming a Maui Police Department vehicle during a traffic stop near the cannery in Haiku on Wednesday before fleeing the scene. The department's K-9 unit was called and the suspect emerged just before the dogs were released. The investigation is ongoing as authorities gather details about the incident. Kauai County Council member Fern Anuenue Holland woke up at 4 a.m. Wednesday morning, November 5th, to the sound of a helicopter. When she looked outside, she saw white passenger vans and 15 vehicles swoop down on the neighborhood. An ICE raid was underway that arrested a total of 44 people on Kauai for allegedly violating immigration law. According to authorities, the arrests included 2 suspected associates of a Venezuelan crime syndicate. Lucky for them, they weren't on a fishing boat in the Caribbean. MEMA, the Maui Emergency Management Agency, will begin a wildfire risk reduction project on about 52 acres near the intersection of Waiale Road and Maui-Lani Parkway in Wailuku starting Wednesday, November 12th. The area has already recorded 13 fires this year, and the initiative will clear combustible kiawe, haole koa, grasses, derelict vehicles, and flammable debris to protect a nearby school and church, with completion expected by the end of November. Hawaii News Now has received complaints from residents at Kahekili Terrace in Wailuku, a public housing facility, who are citing unlivable conditions including maintenance issues and unsafe environments, raising alarm about quality of life in the units. Housing officials say they are taking the complaints seriously and are investigating the situation. Police are searching for Jeffrey William Snyder, age 57, who is wanted on a $50,000 arrest warrant after being charged with first-degree theft for allegedly using an investment scam to defraud a Maui man. His alleged crime took place between August 9, 2022 and April 17, 2023, and authorities are urging anyone with information to submit a tip online. A new documentary, Kuleana, narrated by Woody Harrelson, highlights Maui's coastlines and local ocean stewards fighting the plastic pollution that washes ashore from across the Pacific. The world premiere will be at the Hawaii International Film Festival on Maui at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center on November 9th. The state of Hawaii is urging the Federal Aviation Administration to exempt Hawaii from the mandated 10% reduction of flights out of 40 major U.S. airports, warning that the mandate will jeopardize the island's access to health care, food imports, and defense. 4 neighbor island flights were already canceled today by Hawaiian Airlines. The Maui Police Department has launched an internal investigation after a video posted online appears to show an officer using excessive force during a custody encounter on Halloween. The officer has been reassigned to administrative duties, and the department says it's committed to full transparency and due process in reviewing the incident. Chief John Pelletier said, while the suspect was charged with violent crimes against police officers, that does not allow for action that falls short of our values. A Kahului e-bike shop was hit by burglars for the 4th time this year. The bicycle thieves drove a pickup through the front window in the early hours and made off with electric bikes. The owners, who are wildfire survivors, estimated about $20,000 in damage and lost inventory, and say they're frustrated by what they feel is a lack of police progress. The Maui Fire Department will be conducting wildland live fire training across from the Maui Tropical Plantation on November 10th, 12th, 18th, and 19th. Smoke may be visible between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. each day. The nonprofit Binhi at Ani is holding a free food distribution at Lahaina Intermediate School at 9 a.m. next Saturday, November 15th, offering boxed groceries to the public at 1 box per vehicle. Volunteers are also needed ahead of the event to help pack food boxes at the Binhi at Ani Filipino Community Center. The Haiku Community Association will hold its final 2025 meeting on Wednesday, November 12th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Haiku Community Center, featuring updates on water stewardship, safety, tourism, and invasive species initiatives. Community members are encouraged to attend, bring snacks or non-perishable food donations for Maui Food Bank, and engage with local and state representatives. It looks like a Pandora's box of harmful beetles are on their way to paradise. First it was the coconut rhinoceros beetle, and now the Queensland longhorn beetle is spreading in Hawaii. First detected in Puna on the Big Island, it is now advancing north along the Hamakua coast and attacking cacao, ulu, kukui, avocado, and citrus trees, raising alarm among farmers and ecologists. Because of the ongoing federal shutdown, critical biocontrol work has stalled, leaving the state with fewer tools to stop the beetle from spreading statewide to islands like Maui. Akaku kicked off our Maui Business Tuesdays Salon Series on November 4th. The first event's topic was Maui Hawaiian fashion designers and included 3 local brands, Kulua, Henohea, and Pulelehua, for a talk story with moderator Kainoa Horkajo. Up next, a profile of Anna Kahalekulu, owner of Kulua.
My name is Anna Kahalekulu. I am a fashion designer here on Maui and small business owner. Our brand is Kulua. The word itself translates as a pair or a mate. It is a reference for the island of Maui specifically, since we have our 2 mauna that stand together. I wanted to see something that spoke to culturally based fashion and something that was also locally manufactured. Setting up a business didn't really make a whole lot of sense if I was the only one who benefited. So I wanted to make sure, how can we do this so that our whole island benefits, so that there's jobs, it's bigger than just me. I draw inspiration from my own heritage and my own culture. My background is in hula. So within hula, you think about as a dancer is how do you adorn yourself? How do you tell your story? How do you connect with the places that are in all of the mele that you're perpetuating? And so the business and design really became my own vehicle for exploring those huge things that were really important to my own identity in a different medium. What inspires me as a designer is the women that were able to dress and the families that were able to dress. And I think often of how empowered you can be by the clothing that you wear and how grounded it can make you feel, how beautiful it can make you feel. And all of those sentiments are really what drives all of us here to have that little magic be a part of someone's day when they wear our brand. The color palette for Kulua is often inspired really by what we see around us. It's inspired by the colors in our aina and the elements that are around us to really celebrate here where we are up in Makawao in our studio. Our ideal customer is someone who lives here on Maui within our community, or that really appreciates pieces that you can wear throughout your day. And then also something that you can change out your slippers, put on some heels, add some jewelry, and feel ready for a night out. For someone who is new to our brand and just seeing and experiencing us, the number one thing that I hope they take away is the quality of the garment that we're able to produce, and also the depth of skill and technique that we're able to also do here on island within our own community and using our own people. One other thing that I hope people realize within Kulua is that it's not just me. I'm often the figurehead, and I'm the one, yes, who's the engine who keeps things going and has been able to grow this machine of a business that it is. But behind me is a great team, great seamstresses, great people who also love the work, and a really supportive family, and then our community that we've been able to serve for the last 10 years and hopefully for another 10 into the future.
You can also view the full salon on our Maui Stream app. The salons will be held every other month on the first Tuesday and are supported by Maui County's Office of Economic Development in partnership with the Maui Native Hawaiian Chamber of Commerce and the Maui Chamber of Commerce.
You've been watching the Maui Daily Report Week in Review.